When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
Late 90s, or about early 90s or so.
Yeah, back when chill was a thing.
Early 90s.
Yep, you know, shortly after I graduated high school.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm an old fart. Anybody want to say something about it?
No.
Hey, don't get up and break a hip.
Remember,
used
I
to
have
walk up
insurance
hills both ways in the snow, you know.
just to roll actual 10-sideds.
Back in my day, we didn't
There was no
have dice. We just
percentile, you
killed
had to
rats
roll
and used their
2
bones.
What? Wait. Actual 10 side. Back in my day, we rolled 20-siders that were labeled 0 through 9, and you'd roll an extra d6 on the side to decide if you're going to add 10 or not. Which, in a nice nod on Futurama, that's how Gary Gygax rolls his d20s.
But I actually, in my dice bag, which actually happens to be sitting in the desk drawer next to me right now, I still have, I think, the D8 and the D6 from the original set that I got from the red box basic Dungeons and Dragons.
Damn.
Yeah, I had my d20 from that, but eventually it wore so smooth.
Yeah.
I reached my hand into like an entire box of plastic dye and just shoveled it into my goblin bag.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
That's how I did it.
I think the oldest die I still have is the acrylic dice that came with the first gen Gamma World set were a lot more durable.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Although I may not have gotten a first printing Gamma World set.
I got some fancy-ish fair dice, quote unquote, which are supposed to roll like more evenly, but the paint on them like wore off almost instantaneously, so they're unreadable. They're like completely translucent too, so it's like, well, what was this supposed to be? Let me put it straight into my eye and find out.
Well, okay. We're back again after 2 weeks.
Like I was commenting when I first got here, feels like it's been longer than 2 weeks. But
It-
again, I
I'm
had
here, okay.
10,000 years.
I had a hurricane that everybody went hysterical about, then did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it dropped to 2, didn't it?
It did. I didn't even get within 100 miles of my area.
Yeah, everyone got very wet from it, and that's the extent of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I got that. I didn't even get all that hard of rain.
It's raining up here. It's really quiet though. Nothing else to it. What's a hurricane?
I don't know.
I live in like the very discreet part of the Gulf where all the hurricanes avoid, except like the one that destroys everything.
Of course.
It's like, where is it going to go? Haha, to anywhere else.
Inland
Mexico
Canada.
again, bold choice.
Jeez. Okay. Do we all remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I pissed off the crying boss.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to talk to you anymore.
I don't want to talk to him, so feelings
I
mutual.
believe we worked ourselves down a trail where we found the current shard of the God of Perfection, I'm going to call him, because he doesn't have any other base name that I'm aware of. Talked to him and realized that the magic friend we're looking for is in another castle. We had a slight altercation where Scrap wanted to beat the hell out of everyone there, and we had to go, no, let's load up.
We could have done it.
We could have done it, but we left. We went to go talk to, what's his name again? I forgot. Ah, dang it.
The Duke.
The Duke, yeah. Everyone literally said I forgot. We went to go talk to the Duke. Duke said he'd trade information if we took out an orders listening post that is literally listening in on him in his neighborhood. So we're going to make him happy, and then he's going to tell us information, and then we will find a stray wizard and put them back into wizard jail or something. The wizard has gone AWOL, so
There's wizard jail? They let you out?
Well, they were never in wizard jail, but because they didn't stay with the wizards, they're going to wizard jail.
Okay, wait, but you're a god, so you go to god jail.
I think the proper term for that is complete annihilation until no one remembers me.
There's no god jail?
No,
There's
I
God
guess there's
timeout.
like personal isolation and thousands of years of hiding. It's slightly different. It's a different deal. It's like house arrest.
Pretty sure there's a god jail. Like, do you know Prometheus?
I guess to be fair, one of the gods we know about is in fact being jailed by like the Shard and their allies. So
Yeah, so there's god
maybe
jail.
you're on something.
So don't break any god laws.
God laws. Pshaw.
So that was about the extent of it where we were. We were going to break in on the listening post.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were going to just break the listening.
Well, specifically what he said is he wants all... let me just read back through here, because I can't really recall too much either. It eliminated all data files, recordings, and tapes he wants destroyed, and the place to be rendered unusable.
Like I said, break the listening.
So yes, leave no evidence is the key here.
Yes. All right, so I assume you guys have just left the his little hideaway in the bend.
And I'm
Right.
enjoying.
After slight discussion on if or if not we were going to do it, we've accepted. So yeah, now we're stepping out.
Yes.
Now we
And
need a
I-
plan.
And I had handed Firebrand the beer of workman beers,
Yes.
and enjoyed one myself.
This is awful. Let's have more.
It's cheap and gets you buzzed. That's what's important. Taste is a far, far third.
Reminds me of my younger year of drinking literal Egyptian moonshine.
Ah, yes.
God, how fast did you go blind from that stuff?
Well,
Very.
it's okay. You water it down heavily and then mix it with bread, and then it is all meals in one and alcoholic.
Huh.
It's as terrible as it is incredibly undelicious.
It is as terrible as it is disgusting. More, please.
Humanity
Okay.
has done far worse things. Get a buzz.
So as of now, you guys are just out on the street. There's a bit of a drizzle going down right now. Actually, no, wait. It is actually starting to come into fall now at this point. So there's a bit of a chill in the air now.
Well, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Cold is laughable.
Cold.
Something else you're immune to?
Don't worry about it. All right, so are we going to? Sorry, I guess we should probably do this in character. I assume we're just going to destroy the entire building. Of course. Yes.
We
no.
can't if there's
No,
innocent
the
people
rest
inside.
of the building is a hotel. The one room they're using is a hotel room, and burning it all down would be excessive, fearing on cruel.
Kind
So-
of illegal.
Well,
Right,
whatever.
technically everything we're doing here isn't exactly on level.
Well, fine. Then just let me go through the window and I'll tear it apart.
Well, I'm not gonna let you go alone.
Well, you'll have to go in through the front door.
No, I don't.
Ideally, the
Okay.
less that we're seen, the better. But if I understand it, Scrap, as long as you can see into there, you can be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. When it comes to you, Liberty, you can literally be a fly on the wall and nobody will notice. Meanwhile, I am the biggest, most obnoxiously obvious thing on this entire planet.
I can agree to
And
have
you're
that.
arc lightning.
Yeah, so
Sounded like you were going something there. Suggest.
I think
I'd
he's
like-
suggesting that just you and Liberty go, so that way.
Well, what I might suggest is that I remain discreet with Ark, and we hang out in the hallways or like in the stairwell, and wait for a signal from you two to come to participate.
It'll be a very loud noise.
So
We know
you
what
guys
room they're in.
are you gonna do any research to figure out that this actually is what the self-proclaimed criminal told you that's what it is?
Here, let me find out. And Firebrand is going to go ahead and pull out Arsenal's gauntlet, which is on his hand, and
Mhm.
hold it out for a holographic projection. Can I go ahead and make that roll?
Pardon?
I want to roll expertise, basically, or
Sure.
investigation. So,
Would you
Wait,
like me to assist you?
Wait, are you trying to get your minion to do this?
correct.
For
you're
an investigation?
Right.
Okay. So I will roll that on my thing.
And I
Okay.
guess that could probably be an assist roll to the smarter Liberty here.
Wait, what?
So this is information coming in, and then Liberty goes, wait a second, I see what's going on.
What skills will we use to find out what this antenna is actually used for?
You probably need to investigate in some sense, not necessarily just use an investigative skill. You'd probably ask people what they've seen about around there, stuff like that.
Well, first of all, if it's an antenna, can we see it? Is it on the outside of the hotel?
It's not that indiscreet. It's a lot better hidden. You probably
yeah, sorry. So I have to pause here, guys. An antenna, a long tower that broadcasts things, except this one's not tall.
Right, it's probably more like a parabolic receiver or something pressed up against the window or something.
So is it a satellite dish? Because the purpose of an antenna is to broadcast.
Consider the fact that this
the room is to spy on people.
Consider the fact that this is a heavily modernized and industrialized area, meaning the top of this building could be covered with dozens of different antennas.
That's a better question. So it's hidden in a forest. So when we look at the hotel, we can see there's a gazillion antennas on there. Right, which brings us to the second question. How do we know which one to destroy?
Well, this holographic reading here from this gauntlet is telling me that there's a lot of them. Maybe it's one of the ones that's not on this list.
Right. So in other words, if there's a lot of antennas up there, we have to figure out which one to destroy. Otherwise, we're just vandalizing property. Because a criminal told you to. I'm trying to be on the I know I might be wacky here, guys, but I'm trying to get on the control side of crime rather than the supply side of crime.
Hey, stopping wizard crime is very important, I hear.
Okay, so we have to figure out which antenna he wants us to destroy. I assume that when he said the antenna is spying on him, I assume he meant that the antenna is monitoring his radio traffic.
Well, the description is this listening post.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are they monitoring information traffic going through this area, but they're also doing things like, not tapping into, but they are sharing data from security cameras and the police, which they generally have a bit of a relationship with.
Right.
As well as having a small network of informants that are going around. And he just wants that.
Right. So the antenna is a relay for information because an antenna is not a camera.
Yes.
Right. So we have to figure out which one of these it is.
Or instead of worrying about the antenna itself, we go to the room and destroy all the equipment that sends and receives to set its antenna. Because remember, he said he wants all those files, equipment, and all that sort of stuff destroyed. So, I mean, either way.
Well, that could be easy to find out because what you can do is you can find out which hotel rooms are vacant. Once we find out which ones are vacant, we can then find out which ones have been booked and cross-reference those records. If, the entire 13th floor has been booked for the last 8 years, that might be suspect.
Right. So I would assume my initial check here is the assistance in getting you those records.
Yes.
Right. And from there, you can act on them.
Well, those would be private records. How would you access those?
How about a hacking roll?
Okay, let's just see here.
All right, now we're getting into interesting stuff. So yeah, that's something we could find.
He built an epic light.
Okay. So as you guys, it's actually not a very good roll.
You recruited her?
So as you guys are kind of
Also, I
standing,
think the bonus might be wrong. It's plus 22,
20
so that's a 26.
was it a 21?
Actually, yeah, it should be 21.
What's the role for hacking? Is that
So
technology?
25.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a technology roll.
Would you like me to assist you, since going through databases is something I do?
Absolutely. With our brains
that's-
combined.
That's good enough for a +2.
Okay.
So that is at 27 then.
Yes. And so kind of Firebrand, you would hear like a sort of clacking in your ear for a couple of seconds.
Hmm.
What sounds like a slurp from some sort of drink. And it's like, all right. What are we looking for again? All right. Yes, we have not a lot of vacant rooms, I'm afraid, but the one that has been picked out by our friend the Duke. Couple more bursts of typing. Yes, that one's been booked for good 4 months now, since before this whole Children of Liberty business. So it looks like it hasn't changed hands since then.
Is
An
it booked
expensive
or-
extended stay document then?
Yeah,
Well, then.
it could be booked or it could be reserved. Is it actually booked?
Well, they've been accepting room service.
Okay. So is it reserved by John real name or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So which floor is that on? Where is that?
Give me 1 second, actually.
All right. Now remember, this could just be like just some weirdo. So we're just gonna go ahead and case it out. Don't just go in there and murder whoever's in there.
And so you're wondering what room number that was, or wait, sorry.
I think we had like a 27 on a technology check.
Yeah.
If you want to get technical, going through and comparing database records would probably be investigation.
The perception was for something else, actually.
Oh, okay.
No, but she can determine that the room that the Duke highlighted, it looks like it has been used extensively for the past 4 months.
Mhm.
And it has been used continuously with room service going in and out, and not a lot of people being seen going in and out. Although,
Well, we wouldn't know that from the database records.
no.
No, we just know it's booked for 4 months solid under the same name, which is unusual.
Yes.
But
And then-
definitely what we were looking for, so we can confirm that there.
Well, we could just go check it out. It's a hotel. You can just walk inside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
So,
it on a secure floor?
Define secure floor.
Sometimes when you're in a hotel, penthouse floors and other floors will only be accessible by room key. You can't just walk in and go there.
Yes, that would. Most places here have that sort of system, because it's not, even in the better parts of the city, it's not super safe.
Right. This is a good hotel, not a prostitution.
Yes.
Right.
Alright.
Okay. Or a crack den. Okay.
Well, I have the solution to that right here in my hand. I can go ahead and take on a very casual disguise.
Yep.
I'm just another person walking through the district, go into my hotel room,
And
and I will go ahead and have Hacksmith hack the door for me when I get up there.
Well, no, you can't even get on the floor. The elevator won't stop.
Not
have to-
unless it's hacked.
Right. And there's another problem. If we do that, we're going to be observed because there are cameras in the elevators.
Hmm.
Now, not to say we can't do it. There's a simpler solution to this. Do any of you have any money? Like, are any of you actually like well connected?
Firebrand
Point
is
to
actually pretty
Firebrand.
loaded.
Yeah, Firebrand.
Firebrand kind of starts whistling innocently.
Firebrand, you could just book a room on the same floor. We could just walk in.
Well, about that. It turns out putting out a $3 million check all at once doesn't go through very well.
So, do you have any credit cards that aren't maxed out?
What? I don't think I've ever had a credit card. I've always
it-
used debit. Credits are a scam.
Do you have any debit cards? Yeah, but it's the future. The future's a scam.
The future is a scam.
Hold up, Maximus, bring up my personal account. What do we have on this? 1224.
Do we have any credit card we can use to just book a room on the floor?
Firebrand. Why is this 1224?
That's some very good questions. Maybe I shouldn't have had my charitable donations and expensive purchases go through at the same time. I should have planned this out a bit better.
I'm kind of starting to doubt this whole reduced sentence for the greater good business. If you're walking around with $12 in your bank account.
Look, it's been a few thousand years since I've had this little cash.
Yeah, forgot about that.
So the answer is no. No one here has enough of a good credit rating because I don't have a credit rating.
I worked, paid, bought stuff as I could.
Art?
I could buy you guys some cup ramen outside.
I've got money, but not enough to get a room in a swanky hotel.
That said, let's go back to hacking. I would recommend that instead of trying to hack that, why don't we hack their database to put in a reservation for a room so we can just walk in and take that room reservation. We don't have to be seen by any other cameras to do that. That will get us on the floor.
Well, Hacksmith, you think that sounds like a task you can do?
Maybe. You get like a grainy cracking sound from the inside. You can pretty much assume that's the crack of knuckles, and could be some more typing. It's like, what's the name again? Get kind of muttering to herself. Jesus Christ.
We just need the one room.
Created like a whole bank account just for this.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I've got a extensive digi profile for this room, and she's gonna be like, keep typing. You got a paper trail all the way back to 2026.
So,
I want to look a bit older, Firebrand.
All right, so little wrinkles, a bit of a stubble. I can do this.
All right. So we've got the room reserved. Now we can just go in.
Also, your name is Senjamin Bees?
Senjamin Bees. What a fine, upstanding citizen.
Dr. Senjamin Bees.
As soon as you say that, there's going to be like a couple more typing, and then it's just like, Dr. Senjamin Bees.
All right.
Perfect.
So how many of us are going in?
Well, I'm definitely going in. So, question is, who is going to come along for the ride?
I don't think that we can go anywhere without being noticed.
Okay.
I'm going to create a fedora, and I'm just going to put it on Scrap's head and then not say any words.
The arms on his back twitch.
I mean, this crime boss that we're infiltrating doesn't actually know us, right? So you're not actually made people.
Well, no, we're infiltrating Ordris, not a crime boss.
Oh, right. And Ordris hates you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not
Feelings
sure if they
mutual.
hate us anymore.
Okay. But do you guys want to hang out in the Starbucks while Firebrand and I go in real quick?
We'll do something.
Actually, a better bet would be, I would suggest that you guys get on the roof. Once we figure out which one of the antennas it is, Scrap, you can just grab the antenna and throw it off the roof.
Brilliant.
Or I could send a nice electrical current right back down it and fry all their electronics.
Let's call that plan B, because I am worried that you might set fire to the building.
Yeah, there is that.
I think what would be better is let's try to destroy the antenna, but after we destroy that, if we then want to fry their electronics. How do you, Arcflash, do you have any mobility, or do you just walk everywhere?
Well, technically I walk everywhere, and then suddenly I'm on the other side of him. Or her.
He walks really fast.
Oh, so do you do that through electrical lines or just through the air?
No, I don't need electrical lines. I can go pretty much anywhere. It's up walls, cross.
Okay, so if we get in the hotel room, you could just enter it? You can pass through the wall?
Not through the wall. I mean,
All right.
I do have to open the doors and such. And there is the small problem of, and he does it again, and there's he goes far as enough to get a little electrical arc.
I'll open a
did-
window for you.
Yeah,
Tend to generate a noticeable trail.
If we can open the windows, what floor is this room on?
I believe it's on the 13th floor.
They might actually be openable. Okay, let's
All right.
let's go. So I'm going to suggest that Firebrand and I go in, and you guys wait on the roof.
All right. Dr. Bees and the missus are going to go ahead and get their booked room.
You're married? Oh wow!
I am now, apparently.
Wouldn't be the first time.
I
Wow!
got a degree. Wow, that's a new one.
If I had parents, they'd be so proud.
You have an honorary one for the Library of Alexandria.
Jeez.
I took out one book from there, from the children's section.
Turns out it's the only book that survived.
Yeah, the next day, Alexander the Great rolled through.
Okay.
Wait, no, the Alexander the Great didn't burn
Wasn't
out. I
the
don't know. I'm going to
Mongols?
go into history stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
The Mongols, I believe.
It wasn't the Mongols either. It was, well, let's see here. So there was Christian uprising against the normal pagan religion that was going on in Alexandria at the time. And, oh God, a lot of shit went down.
Oh yeah, and then
which-
books are bad, so get rid of them.
Well, no, it's not books are bad. It's that these guys who liked all these pagans liked these books. So fuck those guys. And so they went in and burned a shit ton. And a lot of bad stuff happened. And let's continue because I don't want to think
Yeah.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys enter into the main, well, I guess main reception area of this place. It's very nice. You got marble potted plants. A couple people milling around. You got some concierge. You got the concierge at his desk. You've got all the receptionists. You have bellboys taking luggage around, and
Right,
you
I've
just
got like an empty suitcase in one hand and a cane in the other. I'm just like walking along casually. I'm old, but not that old.
yeah.
So yeah, I expect like a very normal booking process, nothing really too fanciful here.
No, everything runs through correctly. It's just like, well, Mr. Bees, your room is just on the 13th floor, third one on your left.
Oh, thank you so much. What a nice young man.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll go ahead and head on up there. 13th floor, we have elevator access and door access.
Yes. So there's a separate elevator for the penthouse floors, and you can access it with your card. You head up to the 13th floor.
Yep. So I'll go up, go in, just kind of chuck the empty, pointless suitcase over to the side and open up the window. And send the signal.
Sorry. So you've entered the room?
Yes.
We're going to go into the room that we booked and let
Okay.
these guys.
Okay, so give me 1 second here.
You realize this might tip our hand.
It could, but that's our plan so far. Well, at the very least, we can keep the door open, and then those two can figure out where they want to go from there.
Roger that.
But you're sort of my other half of infiltration expert here. I suppose we should go check out their room next. Don't you think, Liberty?
I could see that.
All right. So once we go in, we'll ruffle things around a little bit, open up the window for them to decide if they want to come in through that way, and then go wander the halls and try to walk past that area or get up to that floor.
Okay. So, you guys open up the window over here. And it is actually, how high up is 13 stories?
It's 13 stories off the ground, or about 100 meters,
Okay.
give or take a few.
300. That I would think it'd be closer to like 130. I didn't think
No,
it'd be like
Yeah, a
13
whole kilometer up is a little excessive.
No, 100 meters? 13 times 3. Closer to like 40 or 50.
yeah.
Given a bit more if there's a mezzanine.
Yeah, that's more. I'd go along those lines.
Yeah.
Given the
Sorry, I
conversions.
didn't realize I said a kilometer.
Well, no, you didn't say kilometer, but you said three. You said like three. You
I said about 100
meters.
meters, which would be about 30 stories off the ground.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
about
so
half that.
it's around 156, like 150-ish
Yeah,
feet.
that's fine.
I mean, it would kill you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we do know the room number we're looking for, right?
Yes, and the room number that you're looking for is the one right down here.
All right. I'm gonna just make a teeny tiny mark there, just so I remember.
Yes. Also, when you're there, make a perception check.
Oh boy. Oh wow. Hey, nice crit.
Holy crap!
Actually, you just have the godly sense, right? That's what you've got, Firebrand, right? Just like the
Divine.
Vedic sense, divine sense. Okay, then yeah, you wouldn't find anything unusual yet. Actually, no. With a crit perception like that, you can tell that this door seems a bit weird. It's like there's a weird smell about it, but that's all you can determine.
Divine stench. The smelliest of stenches.
But Scrap, can you teleport up that high?
It would probably be, up a bit, grab onto a ledge, or if there's no fire escape, to just take up to the roof.
Sure.
It would be an affair.
Right, but I could say you could eventually get up there. So you can throw yourself up in this room if you like.
Up in which room? I'm sorry.
This one.
Where
Where are the
everybody's
windows?
icons are showing up.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right. So I'm going to mention to Arc Lightning, there's something weird about the room right across from ours.
Scrap, you have extra dimensional sense though, right?
Yeah, outsider.
So you don't even have to make a perception check. There's something funky on this floor. There's some funk in the air.
Scrap will look over. Everyone, his skin's kind of bristling a bit, and he goes, "So are we doing this?"
Well, we have 2 points of infiltration. I'm going to recommend the room across from us to figure out what's going there. We
Is
just
this
have to
room-
kind of walk down there and, I guess, open it up.
So
Well,
this is our room, which is a really nice room.
Yeah,
And-
it's nice and big.
put
And
a
the red
deposit
dot
on it.
is the room we're looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
But supposedly this room is the one where weird stuff is smelling.
Oh, you want me to go check it out?
Yeah, actually, why don't you go
I
ahead
could
and
just-
check it out real quick and scout it?
Okay, I will dress myself as a maid.
Okay.
Housekeeping.
You hear like something fall over in that room, and like footsteps kind of come up towards the door, and you hear someone say like, "It's fine in here. Don't worry about it." It's a kind of weird sounding voice.
I'm sorry, but it's hotel policy. All rooms have to be inspected at least once a month.
I spoke the concierge. I've only been here for 2 days. Go away.
Okay, sir.
Yes, go.
Okay.
And you like kind of walk away from the door.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if I want to go in there now. That's pretty creepy.
Scrap will look over and goes, there is one way we can do this. Well, there's a lot of ways, but one that doesn't damage the property.
Well, don't worry about it. The door. It's not like the door is hermetically sealed.
Well, if I'm trying to, what's the word? Not create panic
here.
yet.
I'll just go inside. It's not a big deal. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. I will transform into a cockroach.
They
Okay.
should have just let the room be inspected for cockroaches. Oh.
Yep.
I was going to say,
And
I
I
guess
will-
this shot down the hotel rating by a star.
That was my plan the entire time.
Just an elaborate ploy.
All right.
Maitre D,
Not-
there's
not-
a cockroach in my soup.
Not to say that this room actually has anything to do with the room we're actually looking for. It's just, oh no, there's a creep in here.
Fuck creeps, especially if they're making me go all haywire.
Right,
so-
which is why I'm not going like let's break it down immediately and find out it's just like some guy who hasn't changed his underwear for a couple
It
days.
could
or
also,
something.
it could just be a weirdo. There are you guys are weird.
Right,
Do you
exactly.
really-
So we're gonna be polite about invading his privacy.
Do you
I'm
really
just
want more of us?
So you crawl
I'm
into
not
the
going to answer
door-
that.
crawl into the doorway, and immediately, kind of all around the ground, you can see like old takeout containers, gnawed chicken bones,
Sigh.
and there's like a general like decaying smell in here. Everything, all the lights are all turned down quite low.
Okay.
There's kind of like trash all about, and there are the air feels thick and heavy.
All right. As a cockroach, I approve.
All right, so let me just do this real quick.
So up the walls and across the ceiling. Whee!
Yes. So I'm gonna put that down there, and I'm gonna get. I have so many tabs. Okay.
That's how I keep people off my computer. I never close any of my tabs.
So that occurs with the air. So make a DC 25 fortitude check.
Wow! How is he defeating the circulating air?
You just had it plugged up with takeout.
Hold on. I
You
gotta
know you can
find,
plug all kinds of holes with ramen.
I was about to say, you've seen those
God
ramen
damn it.
videos.
find one of mine.
Oh no.
So you are kind of, you pretty much involuntarily just kind of stagger back. Well, stagger back as a cockroach. As soon as you get in there, the air
I
is
mean, I probably would have a bonus as a cockroach, but still,
Yeah.
it's
it's just so disgusting. It just kind of drives you back out under
This
the.
is amazing. Even a cockroach is still like, no, I don't want
Yes.
anything to do with
Holy
this.
Please.
C25. Holy crap.
Yeah. So you're kind
Scrap's
of.
just waiting outside, just drumming on his gloves.
All right. So, do I proceed, or am I like what happened?
Well, that if you would choose to move on with that fortitude result, you would have become incapacitated if you kept going inside. You've been like wheezing.
The hell is that? That's not okay. I apologize for asking for clarification here, but that's clearly not natural, right? Because I don't know if
No.
you're exaggerating for comic effect. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, I'll come back outside. Well, oh my God. That is a biohazard. That's not normal.
You know, this is starting to sound like an actual emergency, Scrap.
Scrap
Well-
will roll his eyes. He goes, you guys just deal with the Ordris. We'll handle this. And
My concern is that if you bash down this door, you might contaminate the hallway.
do you think you can hold your breath long enough to go in and unlock it for us?
I'm concerned about opening this door. But shouldn't we just go after the target and leave whoever that is alone?
No, I shouldn't. We shouldn't. I mean, you and Firebrand can go do whatever you like, but this is more pressing to us.
I'm going to continue with the mission.
I can agree.
While I find this unusual, I think this needs other people to handle it. That's up to Scraps. Do you breathe?
RK, you look after Scrap for a little bit.
Yeah, Scraps, do you actually breathe?
Not in a very long time.
That's what I thought.
I breathe, and actually, no, wait a second, I forgot. Pulls one of those little rebreathers out of a small pouch.
He's got
Oh,
a
yeah,
gag.
I got one of those too now, don't I? Yeah,
I'm
wow.
more than happy to back him up, but I'm not exactly quiet, you know.
Well, I'm going to disguise myself as a maid and knock on this door.
I will be your maid
Housekeeping.
partner here. And I'll even create
Housekeeping.
a little cart for us.
You should probably just, create the cart, but you should probably hang back. Do you actually have deception?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Usually we don't work in teams, but
We are actually an oddly good and very similar team.
that
A
sounds
murder
good.
team
All right.
and a talker team.
Okay. So
Tag
you-
team maid service.
In fact, I'm a team player, so let me.
Oh,
help
I'm
you
also a
out.
team player. We're totally down with this.
So you knock on the door, housekeeping. You can hear somebody kind of get up, walk over to the doorway, and it's going to kind of open with the little chain on there, and you're going to see one of the Ordrist, not retainers, one of the faithful, kind of standing at the doorway.
Mhm.
He's blocking. He's purposely blocking the view inside the rest of the room. And you're gonna say, "We weren't due for another cleaning for another 2 days."
My note here has a schedule. They probably just moved some ships around. We have to cover for some other people.
Could you come back in a couple of hours? We're very busy right now.
Okay, but I'll go ahead and mark you down for this evening.
Very well. Come back then. It's just gonna start shutting the door.
I'll let him.
All right.
Well, it's the right room. We verified that.
Wait, hold up. This is gonna ruin our whole schedule, I'll say, like, before he closes it. If we don't get in there, we're gonna have, like, come all the way back down, like, 3 floors.
Yeah, my friend's got Lakers tickets.
Whole
Future
schedule. I want to see
It
a
mean a
schedule.
lot to us. I'll use my best sad eyes. Ordis are notoriously vulnerable to sympathy, right?
I'm actually
well,
going to try scratching on the itch I know the Orders have to follow their perfect
Yeah,
schedules and
it's-
go, well, I mean, if we did this one in the right amount of time, we'd obviously get to all the others on time, but this is going to disrupt the whole thing. I don't think we're going to even get done today.
Wow. Our entire schedule. People living in filth, all because we couldn't meet a schedule. Oh, the humanity.
You panic out in the
like-
streets.
Like, all right. I understand. Get in here. He's gonna like unlatch the doorway.
Can't believe this worked. All right.
Well, you did the right thing, getting the.
I forgot you could just magic a whole card out of nothing. I'm going to have to ask Firebrand later. Do these cleaning supplies actually work, or is this all just an illusion?
Oh, no, I filled them up with water.
Yeah.
Just water.
But the mops and all that stuff is real.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
just has a bunch of a bunch of water and like 10 rolls of paper towels.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you leave the card outside and we bring the towels in. So how many towels will you need? This is the best adventure ever.
Adventures in housekeeping. You forgot to bring.
I've been doing
Everything.
conventions for so many years.
Okay. So you guys would see. Oh shit! Wait, I forgot to put the thing on.
Be hilarious. This guy's complaining about their neighbor. Can you just think about the neighbor?
Wait, what?
I said it'd be hilarious if they complain about their neighbors.
Yeah.
You know, the biohazard next door. Like I said, I've been to a lot of cons.
Yeah. So he's gonna kind of like, all right, well, I don't know if there's too much for you to do. He's gonna kind of gesture around. The room is spotless. Like this guy's looks like he's cooking in this room.
Well, this would be. Wait, are you cooking in here? You're not supposed to. Is this a suite? Is this like
Yeah.
kitchen? Okay. Wow, these guys came all out.
Wow, you guys actually run a really clean ship. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna change the towels out. Don't they at least need the towel? I assume this
Yeah.
is the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, also, wow, this is a Ritzia hotel. This bathroom's amazing.
Right now, I'm going to assume that Haximus is at least paying attention and understands the mission. And I'm going to literally buy for time and go, I always considered joining up with the Orders. It just seemed like such a process, If you guys are like this, there's obviously got to be a lot of benefits. And this is my
Wow.
attempt to fascinate them.
Sure.
Let me double check on fascinate real quick.
I think it says like you can use deception, fucking persuasion, or the other one.
Yeah, deception, intimidate, or persuasion versus their insight or will. Target is entranced for each round that he fails until danger presents itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I am literally going to let's do deception.
You're going to talk this man's ear off.
Exactly. I mean, there must be so much that's great about the Orders. Don't you feel that it's great and you want to tell everyone about how they should be the Orders?
Pretty much. All right, so
So that's a 26 to get that done.
oh
Ooh.
shit.
I imagine Liberty could also assist and give me an additional +5 on that.
Well, you still succeeded. So it doesn't really.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be working because one of us
Yeah.
should be, although I'll get nervous.
Yeah, I guess that would be like a circumstance bonus just for not even having to roll.
Mm-hmm. And he's just going like, oh yeah, oh yes, of course, of course. It's always good to have more people recognizing the value of our work. And he just kind of starts droning on about,
Yeah, and I hear everywhere you got to read out, it's just so much safer out there, you
oh
know?
yes, of course, of course.
I
We're
go
glad.
back home to X and X Street and just so I'm afraid to like keep my door unlocked sometimes.
Well, we should spread the word. Maybe if people can come together, we can get ourselves a couple of patrols down there, make the roads a little bit safer.
You don't happen to have any flyers, do you? Any pamphlets?
Like he's gonna waggle his eyebrows at you, and he's gonna reach into his shoulder bag, and he's gonna pull some out.
He does.
I got
yeah.
a thing or two.
So he's busy and everyone's distracted. So this would be the point where Haximus can literally see every technological thing in the room.
You'd have to plant something somewhere. But saying that this guy's fascinated, he probably wouldn't notice if he just like tapped something onto a wall or something
Well,
like
I
that.
could plant something while they're distracted.
Haximus has remote sensing and then a perceptive technology skill. As long as she is capable of seeing it, she can hack it.
Okay, so through the glove, she's able to kind of access a lot of these areas around here. Where are you pointing it? Or like where are you facing with it?
I'm gonna say to like this larger room over here. This
Okay.
this area seems like the most important.
Yes, and looking into this area, you can see that there's this large table with a number of computer towers set up underneath it and some workstations around there.
So I can
Have it-
see like on one hand I'm like kind of slightly leaning against the wall with like just the hand on the corner.
Mhm.
And that's just me being casual, like one hand on the hip after that and just like, yeah, tell me more.
Yeah, okay. So they're doing that. And you hear some like more tapping coming inside. It's like, "Whew, all right, this is a bit of a weird system, but I'm in. What do you all right, so you want me to just burn everything?
Well, that's the idea, but copy
We're
anything
supposed
you
to
see
find
would be
out what
cool.
Stick to the mission. We're supposed to find out which antenna is the bad antenna.
The total mission is to destroy all information.
Yes.
Oh, well then, let's do that.
Just
All
Sorry.
right.
walk in, go, we're here to change towels. Oh God, what happened to your? Oh, bye. Have some magnets. Just throw them on the computer. Oh no,
Magnets.
Oh, what do you know?
the Butterfingers. Sorry.
My magnet collection.
All right, you succeeded.
Yeah. You guys want to see a magnet collection? Whoa! And just trip over and spill it all over the computers.
Oh, what's this degauss function on this? Oh no.
Hey guys, I brought some water. Whoa! Just continuous, just stream after stream.
Yeah. It's
Magnets,
like, oh,
water.
You
Bees.
doubted me filling the cleaning supplies with water.
okay. So with that going through, you kind of like tacking it. It's just like, man, I think the security would be a bit better without paranoid these guys are. Although can't put it past them for not anticipating the glove. This thing is a bit of a marvel. You gonna
You're
keep
welcome.
tapping it? You're welcome for the grave. Okay. And okay.
I guess for reference, she is doing remote sensing. It is possible to detect that, but it is subtle.
This
And I
is
think it would be something like subtle 35.
this is detecting the effect.
Right,
Not
detecting
who's
the
doing it,
technology
the fact that
check,
it's actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, there
I'm
was
just
data
informing you
here.
that when she's just aware, people could also try to detect that. It is possible.
Okay, so let's see if they can handle that. Probably not.
But
Didn't
because
we?
I put 15 ranks into it, it's DC 35. So they'll could notice her hacking. They might not notice the glove doing anything weird. Or that the glove exists.
Wait, it's DC 35?
Right, it's 20 plus ranks in this case of remote sensing.
Jeez.
For subtle.
Yeah, no. 2. Okay, so as the kind of virus gets put in there, starts deleting files, one of the computer tops sparks. Immediately, everyone just kind of like, everyone starts looking around a little bit, and the guy you're talking with kind of looks over for a second, but there isn't an immediate danger, so he's like, "Oh, is everything all right over there?" Meanwhile, the speaker runs over to the computer. He's like, he starts typing on the keyboard a little bit. He goes into it, and you can see on the screen things are starting to disappear. And he's gonna kind of whip around and just like, "We have a breach!" Everyone's just gonna kind of lurch up out of their seats, and they're just gonna start ripping the plugs out of everything. It's probably too late.
Firebrand's just like looking around, feigning panic. It's like, breach. What do they mean by that? What's going on? We're not under danger, are we? I thought you guys were gonna keep us safe.
Make a deception check
Do they find him attractive?
with a -5.
All right, so subtract 5 off of this button click.
Yes.
That's a 9. Yikes.
Okay. So. Okay.
Should you
So-
call?
So she's like, "Oh, what? No!" And the speaker, kind of turning away from the machine, is just like, "The housekeeping, of course." And she's just like, "You!" He points at you. "You don't go anywhere. You did something with this. I know it."
I can't. I knew it. I knew he was a traitor this entire time.
I'm just gonna like take like 5-foot step back, just my hands in front of my face, like, now, if you have any disappointments with housekeeping, please feel free to call our customer service number, and then I create a wall.
Ah,
Okay.
what's going on? I'll scream.
We're team players, then immediately throw him under the bus.
Well, deception's my big thing.
But yeah,
Oh, you left-
creating the wall also means I have to drop my disguise because I cannot do both at once.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you drop the disguise. Everyone will go like, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
And
they'll
then-
see like me at the last second before just like this huge sandstone and steel chunk just appears.
Yeah, and the wall comes up, and you can hear just a cacophony on the other side as people just like running towards the wall.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
feel like at this point it'd probably be good to clarify what's happening up north too in their situation.
Yeah, so up at the top, would you guys have started as soon as they kind of went to the housekeeping mode?
As soon as I heard the door close, like housekeeping, okay, coming in, knock knock, and the actual door closed, then I'm probably like, all right. Scrap will knock on the door loudly, just like dum 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 dum.
Already said no housekeeping. Go away.
We can feel you in there. You need to open the door.
Wait. Go. No.
I gave you a chance, and I'm going to just kind of, let's see, what kind of lock is it? Little key lock? Little car key?
Yeah, key card.
Okay, well, there's a hole where the car key was. And I'm just going to, I'm not going to tear the whole door off, but I'm going to knock out the whole locking mechanism, and then just,
You rip out the handle, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
it's
you
easier
just-
to replace that than it is to replace the whole door.
Yeah, so you crunch the shit out of that, and then immediately alarms start going off on the floor.
Well, it's perfect. This works out
And-
amazing.
And you could hear the doors here lock, crunch. And you guys down below, you can hear your door automatically lock.
Oh, cool! I've locked myself in without quite realizing that.
So this door is now open, but
I mean,
crunched it.
we could always just, fry the locks. It's not a big deal. And Scraps me like, just wait here for a moment. Just to make
And-
sure that it's safe.
Yeah, as you like smash the door open, you can see this. Now that you've like revealed it more to the light in the hallway, you can see that there's this kind of cloud of like grayish almost like a mist that comes out, and you're hit by you can smell it. Actually, if you're not breathing, you can't really smell it.
If I wanted to, I probably could, but it's probably just like
Yeah, but you're not affected by the spore since you're not even breathing in and out.
I put the respirator in.
Yeah, you put the respirator in as this kind of fog wafts over you. But even if you're not breathing through your nose, you can still kind of like feel it in your nose, and it's not a pleasant experience.
it's the thing you can taste, 3 days later.
Yeah,
Fun.
fun
So
times.
Aside from the darkness, what do I see?
Okay, so actually, I should probably indicate that this is
Advanced
a
darkness.
wall.
Oh. Wait, a wall? This is a wall here?
Well, not this. That's just debris.
Oh, okay.
As you
David
go,
barricaded himself.
as you go up around there, you can see that there's just like the chicken bones, chicken containers littering the floor, and it's all very dark. And as you come around the corner, you can see this. There's actually just a pile of, it looked like store-bought meat that has just been like slapped up on the table, and you can see it was being like chopped up before, but you can just see it's just sitting there kind of raw. It looks like it's somewhat fresh, but it's just out of the fridge and being prepared.
Does what I'm feel anything familiar?
Perhaps.
Oh, fuck me. All right. I'm just gonna put, as soon as I see the meat, he's gonna go pell-mell around the corner here.
Okay.
When he disappears, I at least move up to here to kind of keep covering him.
Okay. So you come around the corner, and you see over here, kind of by the corner, and like as you move in, you're just like moving over into this little corner. You can see there's this hunch. It's hunched, but you can tell it's actually probably a decent height, wearing a large overcoat with a turned up collar. What you can see is as it's kind of facing the wall, is this kind of mottled greenish gray head, and it's just hunched over. It looks like it's facing the wall, but as you guys are like barging in here, it would like its head would flick over to look at you, and this thing is not regular. So I'm gonna expand this up so you can get a better look at it.
Oh, okay. I thought that's how big he got.
No,
Yeah, he
But-
ain't right.
no, that boy ain't right. It's down in the corner. You come reeling around the corner. It's going to kind of like shriek and recoil backwards into the corner. It's just like, no, don't come in, not to see. And it's going to kind of shift backwards against the wall, kind of cornering itself. And you can see it look over to the right, where you can see that there's been a hole that has been smashed through the floor of this room.
How in the...
What the hell is
So-
this thing?
Okay, so it is going to make a opposing quick check.
Oh, quick?
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of a different system.
Athletics?
No, let me find his thing again. Make a opposing agility.
Ah, fuck. Oop.
Okay. So this thing, like, kind of flicks to it, and then it just leaps maybe the 20... How many feet is that? Yeah, the 20 feet across from its little corner, and falls down through this little hole. It jumps across that space and goes down through the hole.
Well, I guess this is where this happens.
Scrap, what the hell is this thing?
The thing you hear through the cloud and dust is, "You useless puppet!" And then he just runs down the hole.
Fuck. Zing! Following him.
Okay, so you zing over, you start following him. Forget
A lot of shit's going down.
Yeah, we got some more
Literally
stuff going on right
faces.
here. Okay.
Now you have to build a whole new map.
Implying that I won't just let this happen in that little square.
It's actually just this small 2x2 hole. There's nothing else.
This guy is not a fight man. Okay. Now we're gonna go briefly back down here.
Let's see this shit show go down, because I just made it a million times worse on accident, and I'm not sorry.
And you've got guys smashing the hell out of this wall right now as this door is locked behind you.